Welcome back, SethBling here. Quick disclaimer, this video is sponsored by Minecraft Story Mode. In this video I'm going to show you something that I built from Minecraft Story Mode using command blocks, and I'm also going to tell you about a build contest I'm hosting that has to do with Minecraft Story Mode and command blocks and Redstone. But first, let me just, for those of you who don't have any idea what Minecraft Story Mode is, it's a standalone game by Telltale that basically takes all the blocks and lore and everything from Minecraft and creates an interactive story out of it. So you get to make choices in the game that basically control how the story evolves. And so if you have any interest in checking that out, there's a link in the video description where you can find out more about the game and download it if you're interested. Okay, but first let me show you this Redstone contraption. In the game, there are certain times where you have to do some building or some digging, and the way that works is you basically are just prompted to press a button over and over. It's Q if you're playing on the computer, and it's a different button if you're playing on a different device, console or whatever. So I've kind of recreated that. And so first of all, let me just make sure I'm centered on this block, and then I've got this link that I can click on in the chat menu. So when I click Start Build here, it gives me a cobblestone block, and so now if I right click with that, I'll place it, and then I'll keep placing it. So this is basically exactly like the sort of like quick time build montage, and I can just basically spam, in this case it's right click because that's the button that you use to build with, and so I can just spam this over and over, and as I do that I will build a thing. In this case what I'm building is the zombie front of the fireworks machine that they build in Chapter 1 of Minecraft Story Mode. And so you can build it nice and quick. It's kind of a cool way to build your contraptions or whatever you're building. Obviously you have to have a template to go off of. And I'm almost done here. When I'm done, I'll just fall down. Anyway, very quick way to build a copy of that. So yeah, I needed to have the template, and the redstone actually uses that template. So once we finished, we've got this thing. There's no like fireworks in this, so you'd have to load those up. But yeah, it's pretty neat, and it actually uses this template, which is pretty cool. So if I want to change around what I'm building, all I have to do is change around this template. If I want to turn this into the creeper build or whatever, I would just have to remove this wool in the front and change it to the creeper. And the way that works is there is basically an armor stand that scans along. I think it scans in this direction, and then it goes like line by line, and it looks for a block. And so when you're standing over here, getting ready to place your block, I think I can actually just go ahead and click Start Build again. Well, let me make sure I'm centered first. Okay, click Start Build. It gives you whatever block it hits by scanning along the template, and it points you at where you need to be pointed in order to build it. And so every time you place a block, it scans along to the next block over in the template, and then gives that to you. And another thing that it does is sometimes you'll be like standing somewhere. So there's actually a barrier block here that lets you stand in the middle of the air so that you can place it on top of the other block. And sometimes also the redstone, like here, will place a barrier block so that you have something to place it up against, so that if you have floating blocks in midair, then you have a place to place them. There's also another special case because you don't want to like put a barrier block where a redstone block is. So if you are standing where a redstone block is, I think it'll happen in the next layer. Yeah, then it has to angle your position slightly differently so that you can place the block correctly, like that. Anyway, so there's a bit of special custom logic. Let me maybe just see if I can get through this real quick. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's definitely a much faster way to build whatever it is you want to build. So so this was my little thing that I made from Minecraft Story Mode. So now I'm gonna challenge you to make something from Minecraft Story Mode. I'm gonna have a little build competition, and the way this is gonna work is you guys are going to have, well, if assuming you're watching this video about when it was released, you're gonna have about a week to build something in Minecraft using either redstone or using command blocks. And you might pick something like one of the redstone contraptions from Chapter 2 or episode 2 of Minecraft Story Mode when you visit Redstone Land, or something else. I don't know. Surprise me. I'm sure you guys can come up with some cool stuff. So the way it works, if you want to submit to the build competition, they're due by December 29th, 2015 at midnight Pacific time. Okay, and so you have to finish by then. The way to submit is to tweet me either screenshots of your build or preferably a 30-second video of your build. If it's longer than 30 seconds, I'm only going to watch the first 30 seconds, or maybe if I'm really impressed, I'll keep watching, but I can only guarantee that I'll watch the first 30 seconds. Anyway, so tweet me the video or screenshots, world download, and make sure to use the hashtag #blingbuild. And that way I'll know that it's part of the build competition, and I can just search for the hashtag #blingbuild. So tweet that at me if you want to enter. There's no restrictions for size, or basically you can do whatever you want as long as it's something from Minecraft Story Mode. So hopefully some of you have played the game or will play the game in order to make something from that. So again, I want to thank Minecraft Story Mode for sponsoring this video. It's pretty cool to be able to host this sort of build competition. I've played through the episodes that are out, although episode 4 I think just came out as of when I'm recording this video, so I haven't played that. But go check that out if you're interested. Minecraft Story Mode. Again, the link is in the video description if you're interested in checking that out. All right, well, I hope to see some cool build entries into the build competition. But otherwise, that's about it. Thanks for watching.